Nobody, no crime. Well, not on my time. Eyes are watching, giving victims a voice. Raise your voice from Delphi to Camden, and there will be no more botching. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an alibi if you collect evidence in red Solo cups. If your expert says it just did, you might have a problem. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an
Hello. How is everyone? I do not know why I'm so small. Hello, everyone. That's better. How is everyone doing tonight on a Monday? Alessa's girl. Hello. Hello to you. Tammy, how are you? GC Carls, how are you doing? Lesser girls said, so happy you're on. Needed some cheeriness tonight. Excellent. We'll see if we can cheer you up and make you laugh. We aim to please here. Twice in one day. Yes, I know. Crazy, right? Skinny Chicken, formerly known as Jeannie, is back with a new screen name. Aaron, how are you? 1977 Felicia. Hello, how are you? All right, we are the lucky ones. It's here. Excellent. Keith, thank you so much. Meatball, how are ya? How are you guys? Got Jenny, Liz, how are you? YSL, reminding everyone to hit the like. Thank you so much. All right. Perfect, perfect. We got Chastity. How are you, girl? Okay, Tina, how are you? Look at you with your beautiful picture. I love it. Jen O is here somewhere. Hey, Jen O. How are you guys? How was everyone's Monday? Was it good? Was it a Monday? Was it a good Monday? We like to hear all about it. We got my girl Courtney from Florida. Just pause my Netflix to watch you. Well, look at you. Thank you so much. Hi, Lori. How are you? I missed being on with you guys so much yesterday, but you guys did amazing and raised nearly $5,500 for Kelsey. Incredible. Incredible. Fantastic. Oh, the mood lighting. Hi, Kirsty. Yes, I know. It's too bright to have the spotlight on. I'm like, it's too hot in here. It is so hot in Florida. We've officially reached summer temperatures. So yes, no spotlight tonight. I can't handle it. Claire Elizabeth, hello. Yeah, look, good. If you didn't watch with Queen Melanie, good. We just thought Proctor was bad. I didn't think it could get any worse. And then it did. It was stomach churning to listen to. Any nationality, any kind of diversity, that man hates all of them. And it is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's horrible. Hi, Beth. How are we? We miss you, Lauren, but especially me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I know Courtney stocked up on the ice cream. We had this discussion earlier. You got to stock up here in Florida for when it gets super hot like it is now. So we have officially hit when it is no longer fun to be in Florida. It'll get good again at like the end of September, beginning of October. Then it's like enjoyable again. It's officially like painful to be outside now. So, all right, guys. So I thought about doing this as a members only, but I don't want to do that because like I know times are tough and I don't want people to have to be a member to hear some of the stuff. But again, I do a lot of different types of streams. Just did one earlier talking about Kelsey. For those of you here who missed that, please go make sure that you watch that other stream and sub to her YouTube channel, her Twitter, and her Substack. Her new podcast drops tomorrow. And it's going to be incredible. And I know I, for one, am really excited to watch it. We do all kinds of different types of streams here. This one tonight is going to be a little drama filled. Now, I know that is for people. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. So if that's not your cup of tea, it is okay. It is not going to hurt my feelings any if you say, nah, this is not the one for me. So I thought about doing members only for that reason, but I also don't want to just like lock people out who do want to hear the latest of what's going on. So I decided to do that another time. So, but anyways, sharing wishes and cool breezes from also Boiling, Missouri. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. I was saying earlier, I have one of my good friends who's working over in Belgium, and it is so hot over there. It's like almost 90 degrees in her flat. Like it's very, very hot. They do not have air conditioning. It's wild. Hi, Shadows of Salem. How are you? Good to see you. Phoenix, Arizona here, and it's hot. I bet it is. Yeah, it's crazy. These temperatures are crazy. Oh, look at that. 90s in Colorado. Yeah, what a heat wave we're having. Let's send it somewhere that needs it. We're done with it here. Okay, we're under a heat advisory in West Tennessee. Yeah, it's crazy. It is really crazy, huh? All right. So anyways, if the drama is not for you, no worries. But we're going to be talking about some stuff that we've kind of discussed here in the past. For those of you who are new to it, we've been having a little creator drama, if you want to say. Jolene, I was looking for her. She wasn't on tonight live. So I figured I would go on and kind of go over some things that I noticed today. So I something that I spoke up about early on when a lot of this stuff came. Yes, we love Jolene here. Something I spoke up on kind of early on when this stuff all started, because I am good friends with Broken Baker. And when someone started attacking him and his character and the type of person that he is, all because of a silly breakup. Can't even say breakup because he lives across the seas, another country. You make your mind up whether or not you think it was a silly breakup or because someone got their feelings hurt because he wasn't a fan of their channel. So because of that, it got his character attacked. And that to me didn't sit well because I knew the type of man that he was and his character that he is. And a lot of people felt that way. So I spoke up for my friend in his defense of his character. He had no idea. Something I did on my own. I picked my friends very cautiously. And I'm also a ride or die for my friends. So I stood up for him, didn't attack anyone, didn't pile on anyone, didn't make rude insults to anyone. I simply stood up for my friend, which I feel like a lot of people would do. And because I did so, that got me shit on by another creator. And attacked, stories that are untrue, lies told about me, as well as many other people who then followed. If you had to dare speak out and say that this person was wrong, if you had a difference of opinion from this creator, because you personally knew Baker, you personally knew who he was, and you said something, you then got shit on. And since then, more and more people have come to Baker's defense and spoke up about the type of person that he was and that he has shown them to be. We've all known him for quite some time, and the attacks that were said and the words that were used was that he was preying on women. Has serious issues with women. That is not cool. Not only is that not cool, but it's not true. Hi, Olap. You guys, if you're not subbed to Olap, Run Don't Walk. They make incredible content and videos. You're going to want to sub to Olap. If you like Jolene, you're going to love it there. So go sub right now. Come back. We'll be here. If any of my mods have Olap's information, please put it in the chat for everyone to just click the link. If I do it, we'll be here for 10 minutes because I'm not good with all of the multitasking. I will get better, but it won't be today. So anyways, so more and more people started speaking out. And I think it's important to get this background before we go into this tonight, because there's been a lot of rhetoric that's been trying to be spun by the other party, that I think it's important that we talk frankly and honestly about how we got here. So again, there was an allegation made, silly, just very silly, about Baker, things that could have been resolved. Again, there was some talking between him and a person who was prevalent in a lot of the chats. All of this was done behind the scenes. Baker never came out and said anything, but this person continually trashed him in chats, multiple content creators for a period of months. Again, Baker didn't say a word about it. Very private person. This person who was in the chats then went to a creator that she enjoyed, and started spinning the narrative about Baker, because that didn't work out, right? They're overseas. Not shocking that wouldn't work out. It was a thing for a couple weeks, and then it wasn't a thing. That person did not take the "I'm done, didn't work out" very well, and then went and spun it in a certain way to a content creator. That content creator was then told that Baker was not a fan of her show because of it's mostly drama. Not a big deal. There's things to everyone's show that is either for someone or not for them. Doesn't mean everyone's going to like every part of every show. It doesn't mean that the entire show isn't good. It's just their personal opinion. Well, because of that, that person then started saying rude comments, little things here and there. And I know, because I was a fan of the show, I did follow her show. and I was picking up on them and I didn't understand it. It was kind of like weird to me. I'm like, why is that being said? Like, very, thank you so much, Mullen Law. Lori just put in Olap's channel for you guys to click on so you can go subscribe real quick. Give Olap a follow there and sub. You won't be sorry. She's got some great stuff. Anyways, so anyways, it was not making sense to me, but it kept happening and I kept noticing it. Like I say to you guys all the time, sometimes you pick up on things, you don't say it, you be an observer, right? Observe everything around you. Put it in here, store it, and then whatever. So that's what I was doing. And I was like, that's kind of weird. And it just kept getting more and more and more. And then that person platformed the person who was prevalent in the chats. Yeah, of course. You're welcome. Thanks for making amazing content. I could never do what you do. And so thank God there's people like you that can do it, because I sure can't. So anyways, so I was listening, and it really just, along with some other things, there was a lot of attacks on just people. There's a lot of attacks on people that this content creator didn't get along with. And that's fine. Not everybody is going to get along with everyone. That's life. Very, very normal, right? But it was just very like mean attacks on people. Attacks on single moms and their daughters who have a passion for covering cases, whether they like them or their content or not. Things were said about the law girls that were demeaning, untrue. Hi, Mary B. And said in a way that was just completely demeaning to another human being for absolutely no reason. So I was picking up on these things, and because of that, I kind of fell back on, taking in the content. What's up, Side Eyes? Yes. So I just I fell back on it. And then I was hearing clips on the internet being said about Baker that were just completely untrue. And I'm like, why is this content creator getting involved in some kind of I say relationship very loosely, like in the way that I can't, like the loosest of terms, whatever a adult consenting sexual tweeting relationship can be for a couple weeks. Okay. That's not a relationship, but I don't know how else to put it in terms to catch everyone up that maybe isn't familiar. Because every time I address this, like a lot of people are not familiar with the backstory. And I think it's very important. Situationship, if you will. Lovely flight. Yes. Anyways, it lasted and then it didn't. These were two consenting adults, and multiple stories were spun by this person who was prevalent in the chats. Multiple stories were being told that were completely different of the last one that were told. Anyways, a lot of you saw this firsthand. This person had to be blocked after multiple warnings of like, just be cool and not cause a ruckus in the chat. And they couldn't do that. And so eventually Baker had to block this person. Well, that done did it. And this person was on a warpath and involved another creator. The creator got involved because the creator heard that he didn't like her show. And somehow that was really offensive, and, never had a conversation with Baker, but decided to tell what a horrible person he was and all of this stuff that is lies. So therefore, I came out and said, hey, look, I'm here to tell you that the things that are being said about Baker are not only offensive, but they're lies. They're just lies. He chose to not even mention this person because he didn't want to upset her anymore. There was a lot of instability there. And quite frankly, behaviors that were acceptable, hi Cyber, that were acceptable only because she was a woman. Had this been a male acting in the way that she did, it would have been harassment any day of the week for anyone. And this community has seen that in past relationships. And this was the same type of stuff, but no one was speaking up. No one was thinking that it was unacceptable when it was happening to this creator. So I came out and said, look, this is ridiculous. Baker's a good man. Whatever happened between their adult consenting relationship is no one's business. It didn't work out. That happens. That happens in life. It's no one's business. And the only one that is talking about it is one party. The other party hasn't said anything negative, nothing, and still hadn't said anything about it. Wasn't planning on saying anything about it. So because I did that, that got me shit on. I can't even remember the events that there followed in the order that it there followed, but that got it spun to I had fake teeth, that my teeth were fake. Oh yeah, I was gonna wear. Oh, I forgot it. It's fine. I'll wear it another time. Anyways, it was just crazy. Just like the things that were being said, because I have nice teeth, then it would turn into, well, yeah, she has nice teeth, but I heard that they're fake. They're not real. Oh, well, this is news to me. I've lived my entire life. I'm glad that you can inform me that my teeth are not real. So, anyways, then it turned into I was fangirling over her at the Kelsey trial. And that I came up to her and immediately wanted to take a picture. Well, the problem is that when you lie, you need to remember who was all around. There was people around. It wasn't just me and her. And the stuff that she was saying was not true. There was other people there. And the other people backed up the fact that nothing that she said was true. And I had to come on and clarify that what she said was lies and not accurate. So I did that. And then I was called a trash creator because I didn't have many subscribers. That my content was horrible. And this was not just me. This was also directed at other people like The Expert, Cyber Chick, Law Girls Not Attorneys, people who don't have, well, I mean, I can't even say that. Expert has like over 9,000 subscribers. So if you're not subbed to The Expert, go sub to him. If one of my mods has that, they can also please put it in your thing. We're trying to get him to 10,000. Side eyes. Put your fans in the chat for a fangirl. Yes. So anyways, if you hadn't watched that stream, go back. I explained the whole thing. It was silly. But she tried to twist that into something of like whatever, because we had a nice exchange and I treated her just like I did anyone else. And she was nice to me and it was fine. But we have to discredit people who are not agreeing with the way that we're doing things. And this is a pattern, right? She had to discredit Baker because he didn't like her show. Then anyone who speaks up and stands up for their friend, Baker, well, then they have to be discredited. And if we come out and say, no, actually, that's not reality. That's not what happened. This is what happened. Then the narrative is being spun online that it's a pile-on. Oh, poor me. It's just a pile-on. No. So what you don't get to do is start the fire and then get mad when people react to the lies that you're stating and clarify them with truth. And then say it's a pile-on. You don't get to do that when you started it. That doesn't work. And so people who haven't been following all of this because, well, they have lives and are busy and don't watch the like 19 streams a day that she has, aren't necessarily getting the full picture. The nastiness of the things that she has said about any small content creator, that were trash. I mean, I'll play some clips tonight, just to give you an idea of the type of stuff that has been continually thrown at me, for being a friend, for standing up and saying, "No, actually, I see what you're doing. I see through it, and I don't like it because it's not true." And thank you, Lori put in experts link to his YouTube. Please go sub to expert if you are not sub to him. Also share this video out for other people. But so anyways, we it's been a crazy few weeks. So then fast forward, right? This person in the chats is threatening to release personal text messages between the baker and themselves. Now, mind you, Baker hasn't said a word. Not a word. His lips are sealed. He doesn't care to engage in that. That's not the type of person that Baker is. He also, now we know, didn't feel this person was stable, did not want to upset them, did not want to escalate the situation. Yeah, Mary B, she said she was sticking up for a friend, but when we do it, it's wrong. Exactly. Yeah. So anyways, it is it was a whole thing, right? And so there was a whole thing. Then the content creator said, release everything. Just release everything and everyone can decide and see that Baker's a liar, right? So we have somebody who was upset about past issues that the girl did the same thing and was outraged by it. But then this situation encouraging the woman to release them because she knew that Baker was not a fan of her channel. Now, this was something that Baker said to this person in the chat in privacy when they were speaking and talking. This was not something that Baker ever said, ever, to anyone publicly. But that was enough. That was enough. She was very, very upset. So this person's like, nah, not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Well, Baker went to go see his friends in Tennessee, and he got on a flight. She knew that he was getting on a flight to go over to Tennessee because every year he goes and visits his friends. They have a meetup there for Dollywood. It's a bunch of creators that come from different states, and it's a fantastic time. I will be there next year. These are wonderful people who are genuine, good human beings. And so he was over, going over there, and strategically, now this person, mind you, knew about the trip, knew about the Dollywood because they were planning on going for a minute when they were talking. Okay, so they were very well aware of the dates for these events. The events were put up online. Everyone was invited. They wanted as many people to come, enjoy gathering together and meeting each other in real life as possible. And they do this every year. So it was, one second. Okay. So as soon as Baker gets on his flight to come over to United States, in the middle of the morning, these texts were dropped by this person. when she knew that he would be in the air, wouldn't have access to defend anything or respond to them. It was very strategically done, in my opinion. So they go, I can't even remember who said something first, whatever. So Baker addresses it at this point. Jess has a valid truth journey of no truth. And then Baker responds, because he has all of this stuff that he has not been planning on even mentioning, but then you're putting out personal things in one context. So those messages that were put out there were strategically picked, right? The strategically picked to make it seem like they weren't participating so much in the sexting. No one cares, right? They're two adults. No one cares. No one gives a shit about what people are doing behind closed doors as adults and consenting adults. No one cares, right? Well, at any rate. So then Aiden sees the text messages and I guess messages this person and was like, dude, that's so wrong. Like, why would you put that up? Take that down. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you should know better. I mean, this is the same stuff that happened to him, right? And so the girl takes him down, to her credit, but I don't know how much credit you give her just for something that she shouldn't have done in the first place, but whatever, she takes him down. But the internet is forever, so like people clipped them. They were up. And people sharing them around. People going on valid truth journeys. Then Baker goes on his and basically tells everything that we didn't know. He didn't tell anyone. He told his mods to be quiet, not to make an issue about anything. People were noticing her crazy behavior in chats, and he didn't want anything to be an issue. He didn't want to exacerbate an already volatile situation because someone in his viewpoint, and I think a lot of people who were watching, wasn't maybe the most stable by their actions that they continually do. So, because it was forced, then he had to respond to it. And there was some, words between him and Jessica, and it became a thing. So then, we had other creators like Will standing up and being like, nah, nope, I'm Team Baker. This is not cool. It's not cool for what she did. Also, you have a creator who's inserted herself into something that really had nothing to do with her. Platforming someone who is trying to discredit someone in this community who is loved, valued, and a vital part of the community, and has been for years, just because they found out that they didn't particularly like their show, their channel, because it's not his style. So all of this happened. I did a couple more lives addressing the other things that were being said. And then we have just had a pity party, is basically. She was a victim. Every single person who didn't agree with her, who dared, had a platform to speak out on and used it to not agree with everything that she's done in this situation, was then piling on her, was fat shaming her, was making fun of her, was piling on her, and then everyone became misogynist. It was the most wild thing. She ran out of things to say. So then at one point, every single one of us were misogynists, even the women. It was wild. Didn't know that could happen, but apparently we can all be misogynists. So I don't know if you know, but I'm a girl's girl. Okay. I love to stand up for women, especially when there's a reason to. But I keep it real. And when a woman is doing something that is not correct, I'm not going to have her back just because she's a female. That to me is wrong. That is enabling behavior. I will call it like I see it. And that's what I did. I stood up for my friend. Because of that, I was then a target and put down because I don't have as many subscribers as this person. The content is crap. Meanwhile, her content, and look, it's fine. Totally fine. She has a show and she is entitled to make it any way she pleases. No one said anything about her show until she started putting down every single other creator, except for, at the time, Aiden, Jimmy, and that was it. At the time, it was only those two. Now, a couple weeks later, then Kim was also thrown in that as a good creator, which all of them are amazing creators. But they were in a category of the only important, only good creators. Every single one of us, forget Emily C's mind and how it's literally the most amazing mind you'll ever see. How the girl can break things down like no other. No. She was not in that category of creators that were successful and going to make it. It was just wild things. Will was shit on. Will was called like every name in the book. Now, mind you, Will has almost 50,000 subscribers, but he was called, that he couldn't. I'm not going to repeat the just ridiculous things that she said about him. Meanwhile, she had 10,000 subs, and that's great. Again, she has a channel that she has, and people, her carrots love her, and that's great. And she has every right to run her show in any way she chooses to. Now, strange things happen when you attack other people's content, right? This is a community here. Most of us are friends. Most of us like each other in real life. Most of us see the value in what everyone is doing. And that's a wonderful thing, is if you don't like someone else's content, or at least parts of their shows, you can go and watch another creator who does it a little differently. Everyone has their own style, which is so beautiful about this community, is we're all going to have different creators that we like and love the best. And that's normal. That's life. I've used the illustration before, is that we're all gonna like different cars, right? I may like 4-door Porsches, might be my jam. Now, if everyone drove a 4-door Porsche, I'd probably get sick of seeing them because that's the only car I'm seeing on the road all the time. Probably wouldn't be as cool, and I probably wouldn't like it as much if everyone drove a 4-door Porsche. Now, if people drive a variety of cars and you don't see as many 4-door Porsches, that value is it's really going to be appreciated, right? Same with creators. They all bring something different to the table. They all bring some beauty in some way. They're just different. Thank you, Mary. I love your light and humor, and you have another mind that is fantastic. Mary B, if you're not subbed to Mary B, go sub to Mary B. The other Mary B and Mary B from Chat Rats, both wonderful ladies. Again, everyone brings something different. That's what's so great. The things that the other Mary B does, the stuff that she can create, I can't even come close to creating that. That is not my niche. And no matter how hard I would try, I would never be able to create the stuff that the other Mary B creates. That is not me. I can't do that. That is not what I was gifted with. It comes easy to her. She was gifted with that. That's the beauty of a community. We're all different. We bring something different to the table. When you have a get together and everybody brings macaroni and cheese, that's not the best meal. You might like some macaroni and cheese recipes better than the other, but if everyone brought that, it'd be real boring. Now, if everybody brings the dish that they're good at, then you have one hell of a meal. But for some people, if you don't like everything about their show or just their show in general, they take it personal, they take it as an attack, and then if you don't like it, then they have to discredit you by putting you down in insane ways that have nothing to do with the actual topics that are at hand. For instance, people have made comments that I have good teeth. Okay. I didn't have braces. I got these teeth. I am fortunate enough to have some decent teeth. Okay. But they also have weak enamel. That's one of the reasons that the white strips that I do every couple years work really well because I have weak enamel. But me having good teeth got turned into, oh yeah, the girl with the good teeth, but but they're not real. I've heard they're not real, so they're fake teeth. So they have to discredit you in just ridiculous ways. I can't help what teeth I got. Just got these. But that will be used against you, right? Just random stupid shit that like elementary school kids do to bully others. That was the type of behavior that was going on. And it was every single damn day on her show. She would start out 6:30, 7:30, no matter what time frame you're on, yelling at her audience. Very mad, very upset, very angry. Sometimes like worrisomely angry. Like it's not that serious. It's gonna be okay. And it's okay for not everyone to love you or your channel. You have some great supporters. She's got a lot of carrots that support her. But then she like told the carrots to let her know everything that was being said. She's got people, she's got a team, and she's got people watching everywhere. All of the content creators. She's got people, she's got carrots in there. All the carrots sharpening their tips, ready to go, right? Like just random weird shit. Also, if my teeth were fake, there'd be nothing wrong with that. As if like that's a bad thing. It's wild. You can't win. So like if you get natural teeth genetically, luckily, well, then it's going to be you have fake teeth. And then if you have fake teeth, well, you have fake teeth. Like, no. Stop it. Just things are twisted around to get, whatever. But then when I come back and say and make a joke about it and address the fact, no, actually they're real. That's news to me. I'm glad today I learned for the first time in my life that they were fake. Then she doesn't know who I am. Then I was fangirling. Then I was this. Then I was that. Like, if you know Baker so well, then tell me this and tell me that. No, I don't speak for him. I'm not his PR system. Okay. So I'm not going to tell you anything. You can go to him and talk to him as a grown-up if you want to do that. Now, again, yeah, exactly, Lori. It's mean girl, low energy nonsense. It's absolute ridiculous. It is dumb beyond dumb. All of this is dumb. Now, meanwhile, Baker said, look, I'll just take an apology because the stuff you said about me having 2 daughters, I take offense to it. It's not true. And for you to basically say I'm some sexual predator, apologize and it'll be over. She then sends a message to him saying, I'll never apologize. Get over it. Why? Because she's never wrong. Never wrong. She's never wrong, and she's never wrong about people's character. So instead of just having a little humility and admitting like, okay, I probably shouldn't have said this. Maybe I overspoke on this. I didn't know him. Even though I maybe feel that way, I don't know that for a fact. And in fact, I listened to someone that I don't really know that well over the internet, who she admittedly says isn't very stable herself. and her actions are concerning. But yet she couldn't apologize to Baker. So here we are in this full out. Now you have people taking sides because one, people feel strongly about this. People love Baker. Baker is a loved member of this community. And I think she didn't count on that. She made many comments about him not being from this country. Yeah, or just stopping. There's another really crazy idea, right? Just stopping, just shutting your mouth, going about your business, and moving along. Because that's what she said. She's like, "This community has not been great to me. They have not been welcoming to me." Okay, well, maybe, just maybe, it's because the first show you did, you had KP on as a guest. Not a lot of people like that because you're free Karen Reed, I thought. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe that rubbed people wrong. I don't know. Don't really care. But then you're like, second show, then you shit all over Brian LTL, who at that point people still liked. Some people didn't, but a lot of people did. And it rubbed people the wrong way. I don't know, just a thought. Maybe that's why they didn't. Whatever. You still, Aiden and Will. I sat there and I watched Will. You know what's so ironic? I watched Will try to dig her out of the dumpster fire that she had made for herself by coming in so hot about Brian. People didn't like it because at that point, people didn't know or didn't see the things that she was saying. And she came in like a bat out of hell, just shitting all over him. And whether you like him, whether you didn't like him, whatever, he did some things at that point that he didn't deserve every single thing that she was giving him. Okay. And a lot of people felt very strongly about that. And people were unsubbing. People who Aiden and Will had both said, "Hey, go sub to Jess. She's great." I watched all this. People were unsubbing to her. And I saw Will get on his live and attempt to dig her out of the hole that she had just put herself in and save a little dignity that she had. And he did do that. In fact, I remember thinking, Will has her back, and that was very kind of him to do that. And it just made me think more of Will. Now, I don't think she remembers that, or maybe she never noticed it. I don't know, but I did because like I said, I'm an observer. I watch. Okay? I watch. Thank you, Mary B. Will has never said that, by the way. I don't know if he remembers because that's just who he is, right? Will is a good guy. He's a good human. He's Team Baker. He said he's Team Baker. He said his 2 cents about the whole thing, but never once has he said that. And he had every right to say that because I personally watched him do that. And I thought, wow, I don't think he knows this girl very well, but he is really trying to help her, give her some good advice. And I know that they had some conversations on the phone before he got on. Hi, Hellfish. How are you? I am. I'm a watcher. I observe. That is part of what I do for a living. It's a big part of what I do. In multiple careers that I've had, whether it was as a, someone working for DCF or a private investigator, you have to observe and you have to store it here, right? I tell you guys all the time, observe, store it here. So I watched that happen. Hold on one second. Okay. Sorry. So anyways, I watched that happen and I just ended up thinking more of Will, and I was like, that's very kind of him to try to, um, you know, kind of get things back on track for her. And I think he kind of put water on the fire and smoothed it out as well as much as he could for her. And I just always noticed that, and I always thought that that was very kind of him. He's never said that. He may not even remember it, but yeah. Anyways, I got off track there a little bit. So, anyways, she said, "Oh, you know that people have never welcomed me, whatever." Well, I don't think that's necessarily true, but if it was, this might be why. Might be why because of these two first streams that you had, okay? But like I saw Aiden like telling everyone to sub to her. He had her on his channel, telling everyone what a wonderful friend she was for giving up her seat in the courtroom. I do think that was wonderful. I thought a lot of her after that as well. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was. If Aiden hadn't have brought her on the platform and his platform and said, "This is Jess. This is the one who gave up the seat for me," I wouldn't know who she was. I'm not local, so I don't know about local reporters. I just didn't. And he promoted her channel. Will promoted her channel. Anyone associated with them promoted her channel. I went and subscribed. And that may be how a lot of people hi everyone. And I'm noticing a lot of different new names that I'm not seeing regularly. So if you are new here, please subscribe. It is perfectly free, and we have a great little community here and tribe here. So please subscribe, and we're happy to have you with us. So anyways, I subscribed and I watched her content. A lot of it I felt was funny. Now it started to get less and less funny because some of the stuff she was doing seemed very personable, a little too personal. And like I said, I heard her go off on several people. Like there seemed to be conflict all around her with people, and that's somewhat normal. You're not going to get along with everyone. You're just not. None of us are. However, it was like after every turn, every story, there was some conflict with someone. And so I just noticed these things or whatever, and then I thought the Horizon social chart was hilarious because I didn't take it serious. But apparently she does take it serious, very serious. I thought like, hey, this is a fun little activity that people, people in her chat feel like they can kind of get involved in. Nope, this was very serious to her. And when that was kind of the first thing I ever noticed was she's like, "Yeah, I just kind of want to put this is Baker. I don't think you guys are gonna like this, but I'm gonna put him down here." And then the chat's like, "No, what are you doing? Like Baker should go up top. You're just gonna have to trust me. Is he a good guy? I don't know. I'm not so sure about that." Like putting him down. And like it was just like, I'm like, why is she doing that? Like, why does she have something against Baker? I have never heard Baker say anything about her. In fact, I've heard him say good things and like send us all over to her channel when he's done streaming. So I was like very confused. Now hindsight, it's 50-50. I get it. Now it makes sense. Anyways, so this has all happened, and it's led us to what has been picked up by large creators, comedians who watch, stream, and make funny comedy of situations, a lot to do with maybe TV shows, Bravo. She covered some of the hearings for Aiden, and Jolene Lunger. If you're not following Jolene, I pretty much guarantee everyone in this chat has followed Jolene. If not, go follow Jolene. She's a queen, hilarious, humble, beautiful lady who is wise, who sees things for what they are and isn't afraid to call them out. Somehow we got lucky enough to have gotten on her radar, I guess, with the Karen Reed trial. She was very aware of the community. It was the biggest murder trial in this past year and the year before that. So she was aware of the community, kind of followed things, and she's real big on Big Brother. She live feeds, live gives live content and live reactions to Big Brother, and is a very successful comedian. Miss Jess has dropped Jolene's link, so if you are not subscribed or all of that, which you probably are, but please just go if you're not. It's free, and she's fantastic. So when things were blowing up, and I'm talking like this content creator was having like meltdowns upon meltdowns, where it's like screaming, crying, screaming, crying. I just stuff like maybe we just take a little break for just a minute. Like, just take a little break, do a little U day, do a little like mental health, like go to the ocean, something, right? Like, doesn't seem like this is healthy. Why are you screaming at 7:00 in the morning? So she came in had a wonderful time, and she made us all laugh, because the beauty of Jolene is that she's not in this community. She's an outsider who really doesn't know any of us. She just watched it. And when I tell you that Jolene does her research, The first live I watched, I had experts saying, "Hey, get over here, get over here," and I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What is this?" And then I'm like, "Oh my god, these are my people. Where have you been my whole life?" Because we were all getting just like fed up with it, because the narrative she's spinning is that everything was a pile on for her, when in reality, no. Every single person who came out and said, "No, I see what you're doing to Baker," not only is it not true, but it's mean. Also, not only what you're saying about law girls, not attorneys, is mean, but it's vile. It's dehumanizing. You trying to put someone down in a manner like that is disgusting. Why are you doing this? And then you have the audacity to turn it around and say you're the one that's being piled on? It's gross, okay? So we have this breath of fresh air, a breath of freaking funny fresh air. Jolene Lunzer come in, and she starts covering all of this in a way that makes it all funny. And while some of it was funny, and we all see the funniness in it, sometimes when you're having just bullshit said about you, it isn't as funny, right? And so it was just the breath of fresh air that we all needed. And what was funny was that Jess, well, anybody that was doing a stream or addressing the things that Jess had said about them, she would come in the chat and be manipulative and say things and then run out before you can, like, "Hey, let's have a conversation now," or run away, whatever you want to do. But she would come in every chat that she was told was talking about her, because her carrots were out there. "Hey, carrots, no, you're here now. It's fine. Everyone's welcome." And so she would come in that chat and try to make a point, try to be manipulative. I saw her do it in Danny's chat. He had just started his stream, and she came in there saying, "I just want to say I appreciate you being respectful of me, and your viewpoints are respectful of me." He hadn't started. Like, he literally hadn't started talking yet. But, you saying that, I felt like was going to try and change his trajectory of where he was going. Now, Danny eventually saw it and all of that, but like, now she hates Danny just because Danny had the nerve to see both sides of the story and say, I don't like the fact that you're doing this. It doesn't mean that we don't like you." So very manipulative behavior that I was watching from the outside. She came in my chat, said a few things that didn't make any sense, and then I tried to have a dialogue, and she ran out. So again, I've seen this kind of thing. So the first stream that Jolene did, same thing. Jess came in there and she was like, send her a super chat. And she's like, okay, all right, you're actually funny. Props to you, kind of thing. Sent her a super chat and said that. And I was like, okay. Is this a new leaf? Because she can't take any criticism. And Jolene was at that, when Jolene was covering the case at the beginning, she was giving it to like both sides, right? Because she came in as an objective thing. And she was making fun of like Baker, making fun of Aiden, and making fun of Jess. Well, then she starts seeing everything, right? And diving in, doing even more research. And she starts seeing the actual Jess. And the stuff that Jess has been saying now for a while about people. And now all these lowly lowlifes who don't have any subscribers, their like content is shit, they're trash, they have no business being on YouTube. I'm the best creator, I'm the most talented creator in all the land. I mean, just like the most random things that she could say to make herself less likable, as if she needed any help with that, she was saying. Okay, so it was insanity. So then Jolene starts covering more and more of the stuff. Well, after like day 2, I think Jolene starts to really get a picture of, ooh, this is the manipulative behavior. And she starts calling it like she sees it. Sometimes women see it faster than men, depending on the women you've been around in your life and the things that you've seen and the life that you've lived and life experiences that you have seen. So she starts calling it out, and it becomes a little bit more one-sided than the other. Still fair. She was still calling balls and strikes on the other side, but it became a little bit more obvious of like, okay, ooh, this is some really cringe behavior that is being exhibited. Still all in fun. She's a comedian, for Christ's sake, you know? Like, that's her job. She makes fun of people in a funny way. I don't know how many of you put a 1 in a chat if you've ever been to a comedy club to see any kind of comedy show. Put a 1 if you've ever seen a comedian live. I'm just curious to see. Let's get those ones, or if not, put a 0. Let everyone 0 or 1. Let's get them going. Let's see. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Anybody else? If you haven't, put a 0. 1, 1, 1. 69. Okay. 1. 1. Anybody else? Anybody not seen 1? 0 if you haven't. 1, 1, 1. Okay. We love comedy here. We do love comedy here. 69. Another 69. All right. 1, 1. Hey, Valhalla. 1, 1. We got any 0s? We have anybody that hasn't seen a comedy show? Any 0s? Just 1s? Okay, so we have a lot of people who have seen comedy specials, comedy, performers, whatever. I have seen many. I love them. Don't sit on the front row if you don't like getting roasted. We have a 227 for Jen McCabe. Jennifer McCabe. Okay, we have 1 person. Disney Nerd has not seen a comedy. Another 69. Okay, I don't know what that means other than you like to, anyways, so yes, we have a difference, and that's whatever. But if you have not gone to a comedy club, don't sit on the front row because you're going to get roasted. Those are the people that they pick on. It's part of the fun. It's funny. But again, she took offense to this. So then she had a big old issue with Jolene. As soon as Jolene started giving any real criticism to any of the stuff that she was seeing, then she went back and told her carrots, don't give her the hate watch. She's vile. She is so mean to me. And the things that she is saying, and it's horrible. Never in my life would I do a 5-hour stream about someone just shitting all over them. Ma'am. Ma'am, did you forget about your stream that you did about Brian LTL? Did you forget about your Bunny After Dark that was a couple hours where you buried Kane? You gave the man a whole funeral. He's still alive. And you shit on him. And that was okay. But a comedian can't watch the Turtle Boy and you interview and make pick apart portions that are funny on each side. Yeah. Okay. So it's fine. Rules for me, not for thee. Got it. Okay. So then she had a problem with Jolene. Then Jolene was no longer funny anymore because Jolene could read her like a book. And boy, does she not like it when you have her number. She has come out at Jolene pretty hard. Jolene could care less. But when you call it and you're right, she doesn't like it. And that's kind of why I started calling it, because she was doubling down. She was doubling down on the Baker thing. She was doubling down on terrible things about Will. And then she was doubling down that it's all Aiden's fault. No, Aiden was trying to not hurt your feelings and get everyone to move past it. But you kept talking and insulting everyone. And then people felt the need to respond. And so he was trying to calm the situation down. And it was just, it's just been a shit show. Okay. And yeah, Lori's saying, if you're going to dish it out, you have to be able to take it. Jolene just doesn't. Exactly. And, again, like, the internet is not always going to agree with what you say, and that's okay. It's okay. And you can still, like, defend yourself and you can still have your stance. But when you try to, like, whine about it and play the victim, like, oh, everyone's piling on and I'm so kind and everyone else is so mean, when you've been shitting on people for months and your whole shtick is making fun of people and not in a nice way, then that doesn't work out so well. And you can't play victim. And that's what she was doing. She's victim mentality, and all of this stuff. So when Aiden had his interview with her, he was trying to have an adult conversation with her like he did with Will. They had an argument because Will took something that he did one way because Turtle Boy didn't call him, and it would have just been better if there was a phone call. But there wasn't. And so this happens with friends, right? This is a real life experience, real life friends. People get irritated at some people. Sometimes you have to have like a hug it out moment. You kind of like, you maybe have like an argument and then you hug it out, right? And that's exactly what happened. And it was a really beautiful thing to see because it was two guys doing it, and it was a really nice thing because these two are very close and they worked it out. By the end of it, they're laughing, hugging it out. It was great to see. So he wanted to try and do the same thing with her. She didn't want to have a talk with him, right? Because at that point, Aiden was kind of seeing, okay, I know she's the problem, but I didn't want to make it worse. I didn't want her to have a huge like meltdown and, burn the world down because I said she's wrong, Baker's right. And he knew that that was what was going to happen. So he was trying to, trying to save her from having that, right? And so then a lot of people started speaking out even more. But the majority of the people and the content creators spoke out way before Aiden said anything. So now the narrative in the last couple days is, well, this all stems from Aiden. Aiden is the one who said this, and this. And because he gave the okay, now all these content creator people are going out and doing it because Aiden said it. So no. No. I can't speak for the other ones, but I can speak for myself. I said something and I went live and discussed it, and I called out the behavior that was being accused to my friend way before Aiden said anything, because this had nothing to do with Aiden's thought on it. It had something to do with me knowing Baker and knowing the type of person that he is, and knowing the fact that you were saying lies about him that I knew were false. And sorry, I'm going to speak out. Like I said, I pick my friends very wisely. And if people are going to lie about them and mistreat them, I will stand up for them. That's how I roll. So this had nothing to do with Aiden. And Will, same thing. He came forth and said, "No, I'm Team Baker. It's kind of gross behavior what the other people are doing." So no. So that had nothing to do with Aiden. And a lot of other people started standing up. Causey had experiences with 7-Eleven where she threatened to take her own life if he went on air and did a show with Broken Baker. I mean, just wild, wild things. So people started speaking out because they had too experienced some of this non-stable behavior, the type of behavior that Baker was trying to not talk about because he didn't want to exacerbate anything. But instead of Baker getting credit for keeping his mouth shut and trying to keep someone that's not super stable in a lot of people's opinions calm and whatever, he got shit on for not talking about it. Again, something that he should have gotten credit for doing. Now, you think it was easy to keep his mouth shut through months and months and months of harassment? Her saying, "I'm getting on the next plane," and him knowing that she has the funds to do so, and I will show up at your front door because I know where you live if you don't pick up the phone and talk to me. Yeah, that probably wasn't very easy. So again, it's crazy. So it is escalated into, "Oh, poor Jess Machado. It's a pile-on. Oh, these people, it's a pile-on. Poor me. I've been so depressed. I just don't know what to do. Blah, blah, blah. Victim, victim, victim." No. You started all this. You inserted yourself into something that had nothing to do with you. You literally told this girl to drop text messages, personal, sexual text messages between herself and Baker. Why? Because you were trying to shame him. You were trying to embarrass him because he didn't like your particular YouTube channel because you do drama? That is ridiculous. So again, you are not the victim. You don't get to say, "We can't talk about you. We're all coming at you." And then the whole thing is, "Oh, now everyone's fat shaming her, talking about her looks." Never once have I done that here. I don't do that. The only people you will catch me talking about their looks on are people like Justin Alayan, because the things he did to Kelsey Fitzsimmons warrant it. Or the aliens, okay? Or like people like the McAlberts. Yeah, I'll talk about that. Jess Machado, I have no reason to do that. There's nothing wrong with Jess Machado. Okay? So like she wants to spread this, paint this broad brush about people are like fat shaming her. People are doing, no, I have never done that here and I won't do that here. So not everyone is doing that, okay? And maybe that's in your mind. People like to make AI things. She's very offended at the AI things. I don't put AI things of her because apparently that's something that also triggers her. My cat has a lot to say about it too. I know. Are you tired of hearing about it? Yeah. So anyways. So I don't put those as my thumbnails. I could, but I don't because I'm not trying to. And then the whole thing was we were trying to come here, baby. Cancel her Christmas, right? Like we're trying to cancel her. We're trying to get her off the internet. Also, couldn't be any further from the truth. She's the one who said, "I don't want anything to do with this community. I'm starting my own thing where it's just me." Great. You have a good support. You have good a good little following with your carrots, go and do your thing. But like, you have pretty much alienated yourself from this community by shitting on literally everyone in it. At this point, big, small, in between, you've shit on everyone, right? So go and do your thing, and everyone wishes you well. Go and do your thing. But meanwhile, she wants to talk about our content and how we're shit when no one said anything about her content until she started coming after everything that we did. Then people were like, but wait, you're talking about my content, but don't you just drive around and order like white pistachio, whole milk pistachio macchiatos, and then talk about people and like read chat while you're driving and don't show yourself on camera? Like, isn't that what you do? And then if you say that, then all hell breaks loose, and she can completely downgrade your channel and say you're shit and she's the only good content creator. But then when you say, but wait, what are you doing? You're just driving around ordering coffee and you don't even have your camera on. Then it's some big thing. Okay. So I'm going to play for you some of the things that she has said that are, whatever. We're going to go through a couple clips. Well, to sum it up here, so she's been talking for weeks that they're rebranding, right? So she stopped Bunny After Dark for a while. Don't know why. Apparently it was getting stale. It was like her best watch show, if you will. And so she stopped that, and then it was just 24 on 24, which she does every morning, where she goes, she drives through the drive-thru, orders her coffee, shit talks a bunch of people, all of us, because, again, she can't let things go. Doesn't matter if we stop talking about it, she just keeps going, right? And this is a community she supposedly is no longer a part of anymore, according to her. And so, but she can't stop talking about it. It's makes a lot of sense. So anyways, she was talking about they have rebranded. So she's all focused on today, this Monday. They were going to be starting this new, better, revised 24 on 24. Yeah, she had a big, huge blow up with Purple too. He was horrible because he apparently called out the fact that she had Pat Ford as a moderator, and Pat Ford said that Turtle Boy deserved to go in prison and all this stuff, and she was supposed to be this big Aiden supporter. So he called that out, and she blew it and like blew up on him. And how dare you question me? It's my show, blah, blah. Same stuff she does to everyone. Like, whatever. But you're supposed to be an Aiden supporter, but you're having that person. Okay, cool. Whatever. Yeah, she was just mean to him too. I mean, she has literally issues with everyone. It's wild. I find more people day to day of more people she has issues with. It's kind of, not everyone's going to get along with the amount of people she has issues with is wild. So anyways, yeah, she plays the victim. That's her. You can tell that it's gotten her places when she did that, and I think she thought it was going to work here, and to a degree it did. It has worked on a few people. That's why I felt like it was very, very vital to go over the backstory about how all this began, because she is not a victim. She is literally the one who started all this. When she said lies, just downright nasty lies about my friend, she started all this. So, anyways, it's wild. But so we're gonna listen to some clips. I want you to listen to. Before we do that, so this was supposed to be the Monday when all of her new stuff was out, right? She was no longer going to be driving around in a car. She was no longer going to be having her camera off. She said, you guys are going to have the camera on. It's going to be like a real show. All this stuff, right? We're going to be doing it from the studio, and it's going to be great. Okay, so we're going to find out how that worked out. But first I'm going to let you hear some of these other clips. I'm not sure what's going on with my. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Wonder if that broke. It seems like it might have broke my chair handle. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to call the company. All right, so let's see. We're gonna go over here to Twitter. I'm gonna share screen and Erin, yeah, she said this. She called herself a narcissist. So I think that that's safe to say because she called herself one. So interesting, right? Rhonda, it's okay. You're here now. We're glad to have you. Okay. Let me go here. There's some other ones that we didn't get to fully go over the other night when I did it, but I'm going to go down here and find some clips for you guys just so you can get a taste of kind of the stuff that's been happening. And I hope I have some on here of the stuff she said about Law Girls, because to me, that was the most demeaning, dehumanizing display I've ever seen. And, it's possible a lot of people have not seen these because, like I said, you'd have to be watching a lot. And I get people sending me these clips, which I'm able to clip and then share. But yeah, it's crazy. Okay. It's going to take me a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Also, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and it is perfectly free. All right. All right, we'll just start here. Okay. All right, we'll see. I don't know what this one even is. I'm going to mute myself and then play it. As soon as you guys hear audio, please give me the thumbs up in the chat so I know that you're getting it, because sometimes I do not know. So this will help me out and know that I am giving you guys the right audio. Okay. I'm going to pause and mute myself, and then we will begin. And as soon as you hear something, thumbs up, please.
Are like in it for the best. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm in this headspace currently right now with all of the shit that's going on the internet, where I'm like questioning everybody and everything, and it is fucked up. And it's adding to like this whole like paranoia I have. I'm worried. I'm scared. I'm thinking somebody is just like gonna get me. Like they're gonna. I'm fucked in the head. The women, I love them, right? I love foods. I love oceans. I love spicy Misty. A couple of women, I don't say their name. They're in the shadows. I love all of them. What do I have to know that these people are like in it for the best for me? I don't hate myself for even thinking that, but I'm like, I'm so scared of everybody right now. I'm so scared of everybody. It is like a paranoia. It's heightened by these people. Like, I'm not saying I gave people like Shane or power or whatever clout too much. I'm just saying like these are people that went, and not Shane because it's always been a little weird, but even power, like I defended her. I'm like, let her alone. She likes to get. But she's not the only one, and I'm not saying other messages because I know some of you don't even know the people, but like there's I went through it. I was like, there's like 22 people here who I don't think are real. So just like spend a minute in my shoes right now thinking about that. Like, you do it like wholesome, like camaraderie, and it's great, and you think it's okay, and then it just isn't okay anymore. And I'm fucking scared and paranoid.
You can't hear. Okay. Was it echoey? So I had the volume up as far as it would go. Was there an echo or kind of choppy in and out? Okay. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know. Let's see. We'll try it again. I have the volume up as high as it will go. Yeah, and also this was when she was driving around in her car, and Jam Cracker says Jess's audio is just shit. So you may just have to like turn it way up on your end. If you're on a TV, like as up as high as you can. Because this is, I have it high, so it's as high as it'll go, but we will see. Also, it's probably choppy on her end because she's in a car and her stuff is going, and I am connected to Ethernet now, so mine should be good. All right, let's listen to another clip. All righty, I am gonna mute myself here and listen to this. Okay, here we go. Thumbs up as soon as you hear it. You didn't hear that one? Okay, hold on one second. Let me try this. I think this is a problem. You guys, I'm still a novice. Okay, hold on. It wasn't shared. You guys, I'm so silly. Okay. All right, let me try this over. Here we go, guys. This should work now. Here we go. All right, ready? Try it again. I will mute and I will play the one before that you guys could barely hear, and you guys should be able to hear it, okay? It's going to be magic now that we shared that.
It's a lie. And I am in this headspace currently right now with all of the shit that's going on the internet, where I am like questioning everybody and everything, and it is fucked up. And it's adding to like this whole like paranoia I have. I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm thinking somebody is just like gonna get me, like they're gonna I'm fucked in the head. The women, I love them, right? I love Moons, I love Oceans, I love Spicy Misty. A couple of women, I don't say their names, they're in the shadows. I love all of them. What do I have to know that these people are like in it for the best for me? And I hate myself for even thinking that, but I'm like, I'm so scared of everybody right now. I'm so scared of everybody. It is like a paranoia that I'm feeling. It's heightened by these people like I'm not saying I gave people like Shane or Para or whatever clout too much. I'm just saying, like, these are people that went, and not necessarily Shane, because it's always been a little weird, but like even Para, like, I defended her. I'm like, let her alone. She likes to get, she's not the only one. And I'm not saying other messages because I know some of you don't even know the people, but like, I went through and I was like, there's like 22 people here who I don't think are real. So just like spend a minute in my shoes right now thinking about that. Like, you do it out of like wholesome, like camaraderie, and it's great, and you think it's okay, and then it just isn't okay anymore. And I'm fucking scared and paranoid.
All right. So that's a little worrisome. Again, like a little worrisome. Maybe we touch some grass and we do some self-care, and I if that was my friend, I would encourage her to take a little break, or I don't know, maybe not have your carrot share every bad thing that people are saying with you. Doesn't seem to be very good for anyone. Just a thought. All right, and then here we have her going after the Law Girls. I'm going to mute myself and play this one for you guys.
Law Girls has to be one of the most egregious fucking violators of all of it. This woman is just fucking straight up lying, and then adds a question mark to the end of it to make it be like, oh, wait, like maybe it's not true. Like, what are you doing? This woman had a whole fucking blog about me, a whole Substack about me, did 2 fucking shows about me, and is somehow a victim of me. I invited you and your daughter to my house for Christmas. I literally invited you and your daughter to my home if you had nowhere to go. To be around my family. She just lies. Yeah, so I'm so sorry that I shit all over Amanda every once in a while, because, like, what the fuck are you doing, Amanda? I was so fucking nice to you. This shit gets to me the most, because I actually fucking felt bad for her. And it wasn't, I didn't need anybody to cultivate. I didn't need a post to fucking provoke me. I felt badly for her. She told me that they were homeless. She told me they had nowhere to go. Like, face to face, Amanda, you remember that conversation, right? When we were at the Registry of Deeds and you were talking to me about it, and you were trying to make a go out of it because you wanted to try to make it work because you needed money so badly. Like, I don't know, that the Law Girls thing just goes to show, like, there are people, they just don't care. They don't do what's right. They don't care. Like, even, here's my take on this with Amanda. And I know that by giving her any fucking airtime right here is like going to be twisted, because that's what Amanda does. But even if everybody on the planet is fucking talking about me in a hateful way, nobody's going to attack Amanda if she just says nothing at all.
What you said was fine. What you said was...
Thank you, Just South. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is just one example, and this is a mild one. This is a mild one, but in every example, she has to throw it in their face that allegedly they're homeless, but yet they're streaming in a home. So it doesn't seem to be even the case. So it's just really nasty. Like, why are you trying to continually like dehumanize these ladies? one of which is a teenager. So shame on you, because if someone was doing that to your daughter, you would literally probably call the police. So what in the world? How is that okay? Yeah, so these are just some of the things, okay? And let's keep going here.
Shitting on Jessica with me. That's Lauren, right? Like if Lauren's saying that, like, Amanda, where are you? Right? Just don't say anything. Or when you feel like you want to say something, to like join in on it, like nobody's gonna say anything. Like, oh, Amanda, you aren't shitting on Jessica with me. That's Lauren, right? Like if Lauren's saying that, like, Amanda, where are you? Right? Just don't say anything. Or when you feel like you want to say something, to like join in on everything for the sense of camaraderie that you're so desperately seeking, maybe default to the feeling of how you felt when I offered you food at court and your daughter was so fucking hungry because you can't feed her that I fed her that day. Or maybe just before you go and comment in Lauren's fucking live stream, you think about the kind offer I gave you. Come to my house with my family for fucking Christmas. Just if you have nowhere to go, I will fucking sacrifice my privacy and my peace and invite you and your daughter here for at least a meal. Think about that before you go and start typing some bullshit fucking lie, you weirdo. You are the reason why I get jaded. You make me change my mind about help. You make me change my mind about caring for people because it literally fucking smacks me in the face with you. And you know what? I swear to God, the day that you were fucking asking for gas money, I almost sent it. I was this close and I was like, not going to do it. Not going to do it. You should probably find a way to make fun of that too. Not like it matters what Amanda does, but I'm just saying she's down in the fucking weeds, fucking putting shit. I don't know what the latest lie was, but I was like, is this even fucking real life? Like, is this real life? Anyway, I just think it's been a wild fucking ride. I think it's been way worse since Aiden went off of his fucking rocker. So I'm not going to dwell too much on the Nurse Kim thing.
So again, you just have basically more piling on the law girl. So interesting enough, she's the one piling on. And then she's talking about me saying like, oh, Amanda, get in here on this Twitter post. Dude, I don't talk to Amanda. Like, I'm not friends with them outside of anything. I respect them. I think they're just fine. And I respect the fact that they are doing something that they are passionate about. But we don't talk. We're not friends. Never have I ever said, oh, Amanda, get in here. There's a tweet or something. Like the girl, I mean, this is not real life. Like none of this happened. But what did happen is you're continually trying to degrade them on a human level, talking about your kid was hungry and you don't feed her. Like, shame on you. And I don't know if she invited them to her house or not, because she lies so much. I don't know what is truth and what is not, in my opinion. But can you imagine why maybe they didn't go to the house? I don't know. I mean, my God. And then had they gone to the house, that would have constantly been thrown in their face for the rest of their life too. It's wild. It's just gross. It's gross. No. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think we really need to go into that. Okay, so this is just basically her shitting on Jolene. We'll play this real fast here.
Community that I left is all me in real life. It's uncanny, except that our timelines are switched. You know what I mean? So like I would about. And like, I would say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, I was just like, is that really a bad thing? Is that really, really a bad thing? Because also guess whose views are up? Jess Machado's. So everybody in the community that I left is all talking about me. Everybody is getting the views and they're absolutely allowed to do that. Absolutely. I don't like when people lie. That's my only issue. You can't lie. And as far as like Jolene Lunzer goes, like there's like this whole, like she is a, she's just roasting people. Roasts only work when like the person who's getting roasted like laughs and is in on it. You know what I mean? It's like, otherwise it's just like whatever. And I don't like how people are misinterpreting what I did this morning. I read Jolene's blogs and I was like, Jolene is so much like me in real life. It's uncanny, except that our timelines are switched. You know what I mean? So like, I wasn't like, I said it as like a gotcha moment, but more like gotcha, like, bitch, you're just like me. You're just like me. All right. Anyway, she was texting from vacation.
Okay, so yeah, just don't lie, and nobody can lie except me. Except that if I'm lying, it's fine. It's fine if I lie, but if you lie, no, don't like that. Can't do that. This is just, it's wild. Yeah, exactly, Lolly. Only Jess Machado can be the liar, allegedly. It's whoo-hoo. All right. So let's see, keep going up here, see what we got. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna mute myself and play this one.
Having a lovely please buy that and Martha a pet. I didn't buy Martha a pet. Arkansas Bestie, please bestow your generosity upon the lesser channels. Please. I am having a lovely month. Bless Oceans and Moons. Bless Kane's Corner. Bless J7. Bless Common Sense Investigator. Bless the poors. Okay? And I know it's probably a hard sell for Pete, right? Because he's probably like, we're not investing in trash. But I don't mean Oceans and Moons. I mean the other. God, there's a fucking shiny hearse coming out of Sonny's car wash. I need to see that. It looks good. Looks great for the death parade. Jesus Christ. That thing came out of there gleaming. I don't want to see that. What's happening today? I didn't mean, I meant bless the other good channels. But then if you want to, go to the poors and bless the fucking, that girl Lauren. She needs some desperate help. Jessica Walsh gifted 10 members.
Yeah, so that's how she feels about the lesser channels who don't have as many subs, right? Which is ironic because she then in the same breath says it doesn't matter how many subs you have. So, you know, the whole thing is ridiculous, but this is how she feels about people. No one is as good as her. No one can drive around and get white mocha, pistachio, whole milk, mocha lattes or whatever, and shit talk people in her car. No one's content is as good as that. It's wild. So yes, if you're new here, please sub up. Please sub. It is free of charge because we would like to get as many people as we can because apparently Jess Machado looks down on the channels that don't have 10,000 subs, even though she barely has 10,000 at this point in time anymore. Yes. So this is who we're talking about. Valhalla waits. Thank you, Valhalla. Yes. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, these are just some of the things that she said. I mean, like the fangirl thing isn't in here, and you know, there's just some of the things, but usually, yeah, it's a whole thing. Okay, here we go.
Night. I wanted other people to see it.
but I can't believe there is a good person there with some severe problems when it comes to handling some emotions and stuff. And that's why I did that interview with her the other night. I wanted other people to see it, but I can't believe like I still don't understand like where the backbone is for people to just like stay out of it. You know what I mean? Even Lauren, like that what is it? That investigator, common sense investigator, like I don't even know why Lauren ever went in on it. You know what I mean? Like she knows the baker or whatever. Like, do you though? You know, like you do know him. So if you Lauren, if you really know him, right, then you know what he was doing to Jessica at times. Do you know? Like, you know how he was acting? You know that the day this whole thing broke and Aiden like told everybody about it. Hi. Same to you. How are you today? Yeah. Started early? I was
Yeah, as if I am his spokesperson. Yeah, I do know Baker. You heard me the first time I said it when I first stood up for him. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, okay, this is a good one too. Here we go.
so that it's very fucking crystal clear. I have never instructed or demanded or solicited anybody to ever find out any information about any of these people. I don't care that much. It's not that deep. I don't care about these people. I'm also not an idiot. Okay. So I don't think doxing people can cancel them. That is why my information is out there. My information is out there because I've run for public office. Once you run for public office, your address, where you live is public, and a very simple type of a keyboard could show you exactly where I live. So I don't hide that. I have 2, sometimes 3 Ring cameras. One just never holds the battery long. I have Ring cameras that work overtime. My police department knows who I am. They know that I am high profile on the internet. And not high profile, don't fucking clip that, but you know what I mean. Like, they know I have crazy fans sometimes that do weird shit. So I have a great police officer that does my neighborhood. I know exactly who he is. Everybody gets it. So I'm not private, and maybe that's wrong, but what do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean? Everybody, as my channel grew, people knew who I was. So I'm just saying, like, knowing where you are doesn't have value, in my opinion. Like, they can't, what does it do? You know what I mean? Yes, Steve Cody sent me Chinese food all the time or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not telling anybody to do this. It's not sanctioned by me.
Imagine thinking you're high profile. Martha, thank you for joining. New sub here. Came into the sideways from Jolene's channel, but I've been tracking down the lesser channels one by one. Where do I find the expert? Valhalla, if you are still in here, if any of my mods are in here, could you please drop all the lesser channels, like the expert, Valhalla Awaits, Volstorm, Shizzy Wiz, who else? Cyber Chick. Do you have Cyber Chick? Anyways, yes. Volstorm was just in here. Okay, he's on it. He's got you, Martha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, imagine thinking that you're high profile because you have 10,000 subs on YouTube. Like, anyone knows that. Like, the delusion is real. Okay? There's a lot of things going on here. There we go. We got the experts in there. You can just sub real easy peasy. All right. Let's see. let's go ahead and skip to today's show. So now we've been hearing that this was going to be a new and improved 24 on 24, right? Where they go live from the studio with the camera on. Let's see how that turned out. Let's see. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. See how it turned out. Okay, here we go. Muting myself. This is from today's stream on the new 24 on 24.
We're in the house. Well, first of all, can you hear me all okay? We attempted to set up my new microphone and I could not get it to connect. I was working on it all night last night. I don't know exactly what's going on, but we're not in a car. Relax, we're in the house. Why no camera then? Because the internet's crazy and they make fun of me. And so that's it. We're not doing it anymore. I sound clear, perfect. It's going to sound even better when we hook up that mic. Good morning. Thanks for joining me. I can see the chat. I have a second screen that I can watch. I have two phones and I've got this mouth. So let's get going. We have an agenda today. This is essentially like a radio show. We are going to upload this to Spotify. We are going to upload this to iTunes. And we're doing a morning radio show, essentially, everybody. I'm sorry. Also, first of all, can you hear me all okay? We attempted to set up my new microphone and I could not get it to connect.
Oh, I was muted the whole time. Okay, so she sounded really, really good for someone who didn't have a microphone connected, at least in my opinion, allegedly. But whatever, okay, sure, whatever you say, Jess. But then we found out that basically she didn't want to have her camera connected because the internet is mean. Okay, so basically the new 24 on 24 is the old 24 on 24. You're just sitting at a desk instead of a car with no camera. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, let's see what else she says. Let's see. We'll see. Let's continue.
For this platform, we have ever had for this platform. It doesn't matter about subs. I'm telling you right now, I beat my best month by about $2,000 as of today. And that is crazy. So hate viewing also translates into money. I look forward to rebuilding the back deck off of my house that is needing a repair with all of the money that I earned from all of you scumbags making fun of me. And I enjoy it. Have ever had for this platform. It doesn't matter about subs. I'm telling you right now, I beat my best month by about $2,000 as of today. And that is crazy. So hate viewing also translates into money. I look forward to rebuilding the back deck off of my house that is needing a repair with all of the money that I earned from all of you scumbags making fun of me. And I enjoy it. Have ever had for this platform. It doesn't matter about subs. I'm telling you right now, I beat my best month by about.
Okay, sure, Jan. We don't care. Karen, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me pull this up here. Okay. Karen, member for a month. She said, 1 month with my girl Lauren. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. And happy anniversary to us. And then she came in with the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Us lesser channels really appreciate the support. Jess says we really need it. So I really appreciate it. Karen says Macchiato has 0 self-awareness and is down to 9.89K subscribers. She is truly nasty. Karen, I think it is even lower than that now. We might have to go check together. Thank you so much. I appreciate your super chat. Also, KY Granny became a member. Thank you so much. You guys now have access to the photos that I post just for my members, and we will be doing some members only live streams as well in the upcoming month. Peaches also became a member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the tribe, you guys. We have a great little community here, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. Let's find out what we have else in this little newest thing today of hers.
We may open up the camera for some unboxings. I have been getting some great things. Did I tell you this? But the day that we lost the keys and Jeff threw them in the trash, somebody sent me an AirTag. I've been a little depressed. So all of the things that I've been getting are opened, but they're on the dining room table. A bestie sent me a bunny yesterday. I'm assuming it's from Heidi. I got a stuffed bunny, which was just like very comforting. Laura, thank you. It was great talking to you as well, actually. And I have flowers right behind me. They're almost dead now, but I'm holding on to them for dear life. That came as well. So maybe we will go back to doing unboxings again since we're in studio. I want to be a couple of things. We may open up the camera for some unboxings. I have been getting some great things. Did I tell you this? But the day that we lost the keys and Jeff threw them in the trash, somebody sent me an AirTag. I've been a little depressed. So all of the things that I've been getting are opened, but they're on the dining room table. A bestie sent me a bunny yesterday. I'm assuming it's from Heidi. I got a stuffed bunny, which was just like very comforting. Laura, thank you. It was great talking to you as well, actually. And I have flowers right behind me. They're almost dead now, but I'm holding on to them for dear life. That came as well.
Okay, so all her little carrots are sending her like, oh, get better gifts, because no one is actually piling on her. She is the one that's piling on everyone else. Yes, I know Will is going to go live at 11, so I'm going to try to get you guys out of here and over to him by 11. So no worries. I'm seeing everyone's messages. So have no fear. I have a plan to get you out of here by then so we can all enjoy Will's petty as well and support him. All right. Okay, let's see what the next one is.
To await. The first, let me get a copy. Let me just pull this up so we can all be on the same page. So we submitted a public records request for the phone calls I made to the Knoxville PD in regards to the swatting incident. Apparently, the guy that wears the sunglasses, that weirdo, don't worry. I wear my sunglasses at night. Like we're gonna get a song on the album for that one too. But apparently that guy was like asking for something about like the call. He's still talking about this. And this is the reason why we can't let this particular part of it go. So we submitted a public records request for the 2 phone calls that I made to Knoxville PD. Knoxville PD, first call when I called them, told me they had no call. And the second call that I called to them, both on the same day, both within an hour of each other, one time without an address, second time with an address, they are saying on the call that they have no record of any call to that location. People are saying I'm lying about that. That's okay. That's fine. So we just put in a public records request for it, and we'll get the calls, and then we'll play them for you. Okay. The second thing that we put in a request for is the actual 911 call for the alleged swatting event, which apparently was being held because of like the FBI investigating. We sent an email to them asking for that to see if that is released as well. Okay. So that's our public records request so far. We have one request for the 2 phone calls I made asking and being told that there was no swatting call. The third is for the 911 call itself. The last public records request we have is for my 911 call the night that my husband had a medical emergency. Apparently people are saying that that didn't happen, that I lied about that, and that I was using it for clicks and for views. And so I put in a public records request for that. I asked for them to expedite it. I also asked for them to give me a printout of exactly like the time frame on what happened in regards to the call, to show who arrived, the police officers that arrived, the EMS that arrived, and then my husband, being administered an EKG, and all of that stuff. Let's get it all out there. Let's put it all out there, and let you all listen to me. At this point, let me hear me thinking my husband's having a heart attack and dying. Let's listen to that for your enjoyment, everybody. Right? You need that. Everybody needs it. Okay, not you. You know what I mean? I mean the internet. Who would say that you lie about it? These people are crazy people. Body cam footage. I didn't even think about that. I think I can in the body.
Okay, guys. Jess wants me to plug my merch shop. Jess just dropped the link for my merch. I have some new merch out. I think it's actually really pretty freaking great. Check out the merch. We have some funny stuff. That you guys might enjoy. There's one that is in Latin that says, "Don't let the bastards get you down." It's a motto that I live by. You can also wear it out. People don't know that what you're saying, but you do. And it reminds you, don't let the bastards get you down. And then we have one that I like that says, "I'm feeling stabby today," with a fork. On, days you're just not feeling it. You're just not feeling it. And we have some fun stuff. So go check out the merch that Jess just dropped the link of. Thank you for reminding me, Jess. Also, nobody asked, ma'am, for your phone calls where you were asking for the 911 calls. Why in the world would anyone want to hear that? Like, yeah, Valkyrie does need it. Tell her. I don't think she knows that I have it. It's a good one. I have it personally. Yes. It's good. It comes in colors and things. And if she wants it in like a tank top or whatever, I can make it in a tank top. Like, tell me what she wants. Anyways, but so yeah, why would we care to hear you calling asking for the 911? That nobody cares about that. No one says anything about why would we want to hear about you, about Jeff's 911 call. Like, these are all deflections of what actually is going on. You said a swatting didn't occur. You said you didn't believe Baker and the 30 people that were there that saw the cop come up and all of that. And then you try to dig into it. And then lo and behold, you say you have this thing of the transcript and that the gun was actually an AK-47. So that makes it even more scary that the guy was saying someone had an AK-47, not just a gun. Again, the more she digs, the more it just makes her look stupid for trying to say this didn't happen. But now she wants to prove proof that she called and asked for one. I mean, who cares? None of this is. And you're talking about other friends of mine now. You're talking about Expert, making fun of him because he wears sunglasses. Your homegirl wears sunglasses and spazzes out and yells at everyone. What are you doing? Like, literally, stop trying to downplay something that was very serious and could have ended up with people losing their life. And I'm so sorry that you don't find it serious enough because no one lost their life or got shot, that you don't consider it a swatting call. But ma'am, like before, you're just plain wrong. So again, get off your high horse. You were wrong. There's now photos of the police car outside. I mean, like, people have it again. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And the problem lies when you can't admit when you're wrong. That's where we are now. That's why we got here, is that you can't admit when you're wrong. That's why we're here, and that's why we're continually stuck in this spot. You're not getting piled on. You're just continuing to double down on the lies that you're saying about so many of us. So many of us. You're just doubling down on it. In fact, you said you're going to go harder today. Let's see if we can find that clip. I don't know that I uploaded that clip. Maybe I didn't.
Outstanding public records requests that I am
No,
going to
we didn't. We didn't.
await.
We
The
did not.
first, let me get a copy. Let me just pull this up so we can all be
Hold
on
on.
the same page.
Yeah, so she said like she didn't know what to do, but she decided we're going harder. Oh, okay. That seems like the best. Now, mind you, she doesn't even call this her community. She calls this her old community. So move along. If you have all this great content that you want to do, then go do it. You have a little following of people that really like you. And you want to talk about menopause and you want to talk about all that stuff. Great, go do that. That will work for you. But you continuing to attack people over here just because we don't like the lies that you're saying about us daily. I'm sorry. Move along. Move along. You continuing to try and discredit my friends for saying that there wasn't a swatting call? Yeah, there was. There was like over like 30 people there. People saw the officer. People talked to the officer. You got allegedly the 911 transcript of where the caller, who was named Jeff, said it. So I don't know what more you want. Move along. You doubled down on something and you were wrong about it. You just admit you're wrong about it. Like, what do you, I mean, this is not hard. This is like things we learn as children. And I just don't understand. It's ridiculous. But when you act like a child and a bully and a cry bully, because you can't handle it when anyone bounces back anything, you don't get to say it's a pile-on. When you started the pile-on, you started coming at people for them standing up for their friend when you were flat out wrong and lying about them. You don't get to claim to be the victim. That's disgusting. And Laura J saying, but Lauren, she's never wrong. She isn't. She's never wrong. Let's see. We had a new member. My girl, it's me, Andrea, is now a member. Welcome to the tribe, Andrea. I'm so happy to have you. You also get access to our members only photos that I send out to my photos. I'm big on picture taking and all of that. We'll be doing a members live here soon. I think Will has a fantastic way of doing it where it's members only. Eventually we'll do that, but I didn't feel right about doing it tonight because, you know. But so thank you so much for becoming a member. Members really help out the channel. They help us poor lowly life creators out, but they really do. They help all creators. So I appreciate all of you guys very much. So thank you so much for becoming a member and being part of our awesome tribe here. Guys, I know I know Will is having a petty. He's still having it, right? Let me check. I also know he has like a 10-minute intro, so I'm not panicking, but I do want to get you guys over there on time. I wish I knew how to send you here. I still haven't figured that one out. But anyways, let's see here. Let's see if he is still going at that time. And let's see. He hasn't been live in a while, so it should be good. Oh, it looks like a gray one, guys. It does look like a gray. Oh, it's 10:10. We have 10 more minutes to talk shit. Okay, good. 10:10. But don't worry, I'm gonna get you over there on time there. Yes, we have time. Okay. Let's see. Tell me your thoughts. What we got? Tell me everything. Sav says, Jenny. Oh, where did you go? Jenny, are you talking about the Alabama lady or something? Oh my God, she's missing. Wait, what Alabama's missing? There's yeah, 10 says 10:10. Thank you, Sherry. Did he say who the petty's about? Oh yes. Oh yes, he did. It's about this topic. You're gonna want to be there. Plus, yes, exactly. Kevin from Boston also saying plus 30 minutes of grifting. You know, we gotta grift. And that's the thing, you know, she's continuing to say like, oh, they're making money off my back and all this stuff. Honey, if you're talking about us, shit talking about us, and we have the right to refute the things that you're saying that are not accurate and set the record straight. Now, if you want to call that grifting, great. Watch me continue to do it. Okay. And if it gets views, it's because people don't like you and the lies that you're saying. And they want to hear someone actually tell what really happened. So it's just disgusting, man. It's so disgusting. Okay. Valhalla says it's in studio. Go to your video, customize, redirect the second tab. Shall we try? Shall we try to do it together, guys? I can't do it from my phone, or should I do it from the computer? Baker will be like, you don't do it from the phone. You do it from your computer. I'm like, okay. All right. So we're done with Twitter. Let me go here. YouTube Studio. And that way I can have it set up for when he goes live. And I can also show you some of the merch here. Okay, YouTube Studio. Got it. Oop, what are we doing? Okay. YouTube Studio. Val, where do I go now? Do I go to content? Go down here to the bottom. Oh, fairy godmother, Linda. Oh, I heard she talked to her. Yeah. Okay. Live. Do I go to the live one? Content. Okay. Live. I'm assuming. Then you find the video you might click on. Okay. Got it. Oh, okay. You might have to click on lives first. Yes. Okay. And then I customize. Details. Is that the pin or options or the pencil? Lauren, I don't know why I'm not a member anymore, but I want to do my computer. Oh, yes, do it from your computer because they charge you more. It might be that you were gifted one, maybe, Andrea, but yes, do it from your computer. Don't do it from your phone because they charge you more. It's really weird. And then Expert was saying that, okay, the pencil. Expert was saying it's going to go up too or something. I don't know. This YouTube StreamYard stuff is weird. Okay, so I'm at the pencil and it says description. And then it says, now what am I looking for, Valhalla? Oh, I think you're thinking about, who's the one that like is now a partner or something? That one like spits out like hundos too. The pencil, then customize and scroll down to redirect. Okay. Wait, pencil customization. Live redirect. Live redirection. Oh, no, redirection. Okay. Add. And then I do search. Okay, so it says choose specific video. Common Sense Investigator Live. Is that what it is? It's on the left. It's the second option. Yes. So now I'm choose specific video. And it just says Common Sense Investigator Live. Option on the right. Search videos for other channels. Wait, right tab. I'm so confused. Search your videos. Live. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Customization. Option on the right tab. No, you had it. I did? Oh yeah, because you can see it. Okay. All right. So this one, redirect. Do I edit this? Okay, and then over here, do I search glare? I don't know what I'm doing, Val. I never know what I'm doing. Search your videos. Okay, scroll down. I'm scrolling down. There's no scroll down. Go back, Lauren. Okay, go back. All right, we're going back. Here we go. All right. Customization. I got that right? It should be on that list. Customization. Got it. And then we have the option is on the right. This little pencil. Yes. Edit selected video. Oh, we're all videos. So do I search my videos on the left or search the videos from other channels? Like over here? Why would you search the glare video in your videos? No, I'm saying like, do I search from this video that, or is it set for this video currently? I know I would search glares over here, but is my video the one, this stream, gonna send me over there? LOL, the right tab with all the listed videos. Okay, and then the glare. And then I just click this one. Scroll down and it should be there. So this guy right here, where she's crawling. Ha! Okay, I think we did it. Okay, so whenever he starts, guys, I think we're going to be redirecting. Or whenever I end, I don't know. Do I have a second? I think I do have a few minutes to show you I can't see what this is, but yeah, the video should. Okay, click save. Save. Okay, cool. I think I have a couple minutes to show you the merch. Let's go here. All righty. We did it. We did it, Tommy. Thank you, Val. Let's do home. Wait, your channel. My channel. Okay. So we have store. Thank you. Look, we have so many people that are supportive. It's amazing. All right. So we have this one. This is the one I love. It is wait, is it coming up big? No. Whoa. Why is it so large? I don't know. Okay. I don't know why that was so large. Okay. Anyways, we have this shirt that I like. Well, let me choose it. See, I don't know. Is it? Hang on. Let's remove that. And then let's add to stage. I don't know. Okay. Well, anyways, we have this Feeling Stabby shirt. And we have some Chad pizza ones, which is great. And then this is the little hat here. That is, well, we have all kinds of stuff. We have shirts, we have all of that. But here, I wonder if it will. Let me stop sharing this and see if I can stop sharing this and then remove it. And then we're going to add something else. No, I don't want to add it to stage. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Why is it being weird? I don't know. Very crazy. Stop screen. There we go. Okay. Now we try again. No, share screen. Okay. Yes. There we go. Now we add it to the stage. Okay. Now you can see better. All right, guys. So this is the Feeling Stabby today. And then we obviously have colors. It comes in white, red, tan, which I like the tan. Comes in all the colors. Anyways, that's one of my favorites. And then we have it in a tank. Feeling Stabby today. Right? It's cute, right? I like it. And I think there's like 20% off. Like today might be the last day. Anyways, so if you are into merch, it's some fun stuff. I ordered all of it. Some of it's come in and I really like it. And then I also ordered some other ones. But yes, there's different colors and I like that too, because you can also wear that for the 4th of July that's coming up. And then let's see, we just have like sweatshirts. Oh, these are just the long sleeve shirts. We have all of that. And then let's see here. Perfect. We have aprons. We have coffee mugs. We have hats, the little bags. Let's see, all products. Yeah, we have stickers, very stickery. This is also one I really like, the sweatshirt. And let's see what the other design is. We have some tie-dye, which is really cute. I just ordered this. This is a cute coffee mug with a little heart thing. A little heart thing there. And then keychain, but I don't know where the other designs are. Let's see. Designs. Okay, we have the tribe ones here. We have just this. Okay, these are the other ones. These are the so Illegitima non carborundum, which means don't let the bastards get you down in Latin, something that I have lived on. So yes, you have lots of products for all of those. So if you're into it, yeah, go hook yourself up. Anyways, it is about that time. So I'm going to end and it should take you over to Will and let him know that it is a CSI Lauren raid. And I will see you over in the chat. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. And we are all traveling to Will's house together. Bye, guys.